Hey everyone, this is your girl Queen Karma coming to you with weekly messages for my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for my returning viewers, and thank you so much for my new viewers and my new subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, Take what resonate, leave what does not. Okay, roles can be reverses for all placements, Sun, Rising, and Venus. Okay, now I got a new deck, Black Moon Lilith, and we're just gonna be checking in with that. Okay, now I know I was MIA for this weekend. Allergies was kicking my butt. I was on Benadryl the whole weekend. Okay, in a bed. Alright, so let's tap in, shall we? Starting with Cancer, 56 seconds in. What is the overall energy for Cancer for this week? Yes, indeed. What is the overall energy for Cancer for this week? Let's see. Oh, we have Adam, dark divine, father of creation. Wow. Okay. Okay, so Cancer, you're gonna be in your divine energy this week. Um, I know it says father of creation, but you could be tapping more into your masculine energy this week, and that's for my females as well. You may be tapping into your masculine energy this week in regards to getting things done, how you handle different situations, how you communicate. You are going to be speaking life into situations. Okay. For some of you, you're going to be speaking your truth as well. You're going to be really focusing on what you say before you say it this week. Okay, Cancer. All right, let's see. What messages do you have for Cancer for this week? What messages do you have for Cancer for this week? What messages do you have for Cancer for this week? So we have the 10 of Wands, the 9 of Cups, the 6 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Death card, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Hermit. So for some of you, you may be doing some soul searching this week. Being alone, seeking inner guidance, doing a little bit of meditation, and you might be seeking truth this week as well in regards to a situation. Now with the 10 of Wands, you guys may be taking on some extra responsibilities or completing a task that you felt was very complex, I'm hearing. So with the 9 of Cups, some of you guys are wishing for this to come to an end, and it is going to come to an end, okay? Because you're going to get your wish fulfillment with that, okay? Now you're going to have a lot of satisfaction in regards to the work that you put into a situation. You're going to have a lot of gratitude, and you're going to be very emotionally stable, okay? Now, once you've completed all this, you are going to get a victory in regards to this situation. Your self-confidence is going to boost to an outstandingly high level. You're going to be looking at the progress of things, okay? Now, for some of you with the 5 of Wands, somebody is going to come to you with a lot of tension and a lot of conflict this week, okay? And it could be in regards to this situation, all right? And for some of you, it could be that you're offering your time to something else, and some people don't like that. Yeah, with the Knight of Pentacles, like it's some things and some responsibilities that you probably are focusing on. You're not really concerned about any type of conflict or disagreements. You're just focused on doing what you need to do, being productive, um, making sure you have a routine in regards to the things that you are responsible for. Okay. Now, with you doing that, it's going to cause an ending in regards to a situation. And with that ending, it's going to be a transformation where you are going to step into another phase, okay, this week. And that's for some of you. All right. All right. So let's see. Let's get some spirit messages for Cancer. Let's see. What spirit messages do you have for Cancer for this week? What spirit messages do you have for Cancer for this week? What spirit messages do you have for Cancer for this week? What spirit messages do you have for Cancer for this week? We have, be clear about where you are putting your focus right now. Focus on your desired outcome. You have everything within you to create the life of your dreams. Stop doubting yourself for once. This is your time. We've got this. All right, Cancer. And we also have, those difficult times will pass. Nothing bad lasts forever. The sun will shine again. The birds will sing and the clouds will clear. And you will be glad you kept moving forward. You will soon be rewarded for your patience. Hold on. You are far stronger than you think. All right, Cancer. I like that. Okay. So now we're about to tap into Scorpio. 7 minutes and 18 seconds in. Let's see what the overall energy is for Scorpio for this week. Okay, what's the overall energy for Scorpio for this week? What's the overall energy for Scorpio for this week? What's the overall energy for Scorpio for this week? What's the overall energy for Scorpio for this week? Okay, let's see. We have Neptune, magic, imagination, and illusion. Okay, Scorpio. You guys are going to be very magical this week. You guys may be tapping into your imagination to complete a project or to figure out different ways to solve a problem. Master of illusion, I'm hearing this week. All right, Scorpio. Don't hurt nobody now. Okay. Illusion. As well, be careful because someone might be, someone, you might not be seeing a clear picture in regards to something. It may be just an illusion. You may think that this person is one way, but they're not. Okay, Scorpio. Okay. All right. What other messages do you have for Scorpio for this week? What messages do you have for Scorpio for this week? What messages do you have for Scorpio for this week? What messages do you have for Scorpio for this week? Okay. We have the Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Nine of Cups, Justice, and at the bottom of the deck we have the King of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So, Scorpio, you may be very disciplined this week. All about abundance, standing on business, you know, gaining that prosperity. Okay. Yeah, because you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles here, and then the Ace of Swords. So you guys are all about financial independence, equal give and take, you know, sharing wealth. That could be knowledge, it could be money, you know, being charitable. Now you're going to have mental clarity in regards to a situation. It's going to cause a breakthrough. Okay, you're going to be very successful, very sharp-minded this week. It may be a new conflict that may transpire that's going to cause you to make a difficult decision. You're going to be weighing your options, and you may be avoiding making this decision. Now, once you do make this decision, is going to end with you're going to be satisfied with the decision that you make, okay? But make sure you seek clarity in regards to the situation before you make this decision, okay? Now, with the Nine of Cups here, you may be having a drink with someone this week for some of you. That's for some of you. But when you make this decision, it's going to be a wish come true. Like, things are going to start flowing for you. You're going to have so much gratitude this week because your stability is going to be getting, you know, where you want it to be. And if you're already at that level, you're going to be sustaining your stability, okay? Now, with Justice, you have, like I said, you have a lot of clarity here. Balance, cause and effect. Okay. You guys are going to gain truth about a situation, and it's going to help you make that decision. And when you make that decision, it's going to be more truth and clarity that's going to come out, okay? And it's going to, like I said, sustaining stability. It's going to cause you to still have that balance. Like, for some of you, you might be worried that if you make this decision, it's not going to be balanced. It is. Just before you make that decision, make sure you have all the information that you need. Okay, Scorpio? All right, now let's get some spiritual messages for Scorpio for this week. What spiritual messages do you have for Scorpio for this week? What spiritual messages do you have for Scorpio this week? Alright, Scorpio, let's see. Alright, we have, if it's meant to be, it will be. You won't have to force, convince, or worry over it. Let it flow, let it be, and let it come to you. You are attracting everything you need. Trust the timing of your life. Okay? Don't allow anyone to abuse your power or take it away from you. Remember, you will be treated how you allow others to treat you. Show them that you value yourself far too much to settle for anything less than you deserve. Hello. All right, Scorpio. Stand on that business then. Okay. All right, so now we're going to Pisces. 13 minutes and 28 seconds in. Let's see. What is Pisces' overall energy for this week? What is Pisces' overall energy for this week? What is Pisces' overall energy for this week? Okay, what is Pisces' overall energy for this week? Okay. What's Pisces' overall energy for this week? What flipped over was Master Manifester. Okay, so you guys are going to be manifesting on a higher level this week, Pisces. Well, let's really try to tap in. That's what flipped out. But we're gonna see. I wonder if it come out again. Let's see overall energy for Pisces this week. Age, reality, and discipline. Okay, I like that card. That's cute. Saturn. Age, reality, and discipline. So you guys are, I'm hearing act your age, not your shoe size. So you guys are really going to be very disciplined, okay? And you know what you want your reality to be at this age and time, okay? That's what I get for Pisces. I see you, Pisces. You want it to be how you want it to be. You're gonna be very disciplined this week, Pisces. You're gonna do the things that you need to do. Walk away from the people that you need to walk away from. Cut the people out. Like, cut them off. Alright. Let's see. What messages do you have for Pisces for this week? What messages do you have for Pisces for this week? What messages do you have for Pisces for this week? Yeah. What messages do you have for Pisces for this week? Yeah, I like that. Alright, Pisces, let's see. So, we have the King of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the Hermit, okay, the Five of Swords, okay, the King of Swords, okay, the Empress, alright, and at the bottom of the deck, the Three of Swords. So, what some people don't know is that Three of Swords could be, yes, there was heartbreak, but you guys are getting over that heartbreak, okay? You may still feel some emotional pain right now or some sorrow. There might be a divorce or some type of loss. But I'm getting that you guys are okay with that. Yeah, you guys are okay with that. Because you have other options here. You have other things that you're focused on. Okay, so, all right, Pisces. So something that you lost and you're okay with losing that. All right, this week. It's something that I feel like you really wasn't too focused on. All right, Pisces, that's for some of you, okay? Now, the King of Cups, you guys are emotionally balanced. So it's nothing that's really going to shake you up this week, okay? You're very supportive and you will tolerate so much. And you are empathetic now. However, you do have the courage to just do what you need to do and turn inward with the Hermit here, okay? Now, the Nine of Wands, some of you guys are being very persistent. And, you know, you're doing what you need to do to make sure you have those boundaries. And for some of you, this is your last stand in regards to a situation. Okay. Now, for some of you, you may be a little bit weary in regards to what you're trying to do or accomplish. But, baby, when you go into that hermit mode, you're going to have some people that's gonna not like that. They're not going to like that. It's gonna cause some conflicts and some disagreements, and some people gonna feel like they're in competition with some others. But no, some might feel that you're being sneaky, but you're not. Okay, you just like, you know, with the King of Swords, you like, I'm head over heart. Like, I'm very disciplined, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to deal with that. And that's basically where you guys are going to be, Pisces. You're going to let a person know how you feel and that you're not going to be dealing with the stuff that they're coming to you with, okay? Like, you're the Empress. You're sitting in the Empress mode, okay? You're very abundant. You're very nurturing, okay? Don't get it twisted. You are, but you're all about action. You're all about growth. You're all about evolving. And if it doesn't help you evolve, then you're going to move around, okay, Pisces? That's what I get. Point blank period, you're gonna move around, and you okay with, you know, with somebody falling to the wayside. Like, it's cool. That's what I'm hearing. Like, it's cool. I'm not tripping about that. All right, Pisces. All right, let's get some spirit messages, and we're gonna close it out for you guys. All right, so what spirit messages do you have for Pisces for this week? What spirit messages do you have for Pisces for this week? What spirit messages do you have for Pisces for this week? Alright, Pisces, what spirit messages do you have for Pisces this week? Now, take it how it resonates, and again, roles can be reversed. Okay, so let's see. We have, you're not moving too slowly. Drop the self-induced pressure. You are at the sweet spot between taking care of yourself and still making advancements on your goals. On this path, there is no such thing as being behind. Smile, breathe, carry on. All right. All right, Pisces. Okay. Instead of pushing yourself so hard, stop, breathe, reevaluate. Here go that breathe. Here go that stop. Okay, y'all. You're doing enough, even if it doesn't feel like it. Don't wear yourself out to the point of exhaustion. It is not worth it. Balance your time more wisely, Pisces. Come on. All right. So, this has been your weekly check-in for my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Check out my girl, Lady T Tarot Vibes, and her other channel, Temper Moon, okay? She has something for everyone. And if you don't know, I'm going to let you know, life is what you make it, so continue to make it, honey. You know, and take your time, okay? There's no rush, all right? You guys enjoy yourself, okay? YOLO.